Man, they almost blew it. They did. They did. They started out playing like the St. Louis Blues. You know, the team that Toronto dominated, only had 15 shots against the Leafs. That's how Toronto was playing. And it didn't look good. Shots were like 19-9 at one point, and it's like, oh my God, Toronto looks terrible. Like Mark Giordano, ugh. A lot of the other players, majority of them, not named Ilya Samsonov. Ugh. Like, it wasn't a good first period. Like, at all. I was like, oh God, Toronto's gonna get their butts absolutely kicked. And then, like, they get a power play, and the top power play unit looks terrible. And then the second power play unit looks even worse. And then there's Travis Konechny gets a breakaway and hits the post. And then everyone, except for Bertuzzi, who's still, for some reason, like in the neutral zone, everyone like converges on this one player. And Sanheim's like, I guess I'll just go to this open space and basically have a breakaway within the Toronto Maple Leafs end. And he dekes out Samsonov, and Samsonov kind of kicks him. And Sanheim just shoots it in the open net. Like, what's Sammy going to do there? I'd be pissed. I know Keefe was. He was red. He was so red. Oh God, he was just fuming. And it was 1-0. And then all it took was 7 minutes and 49 seconds for us Leafs fans to just forget about everything. Forget about Toronto playing like absolute trash, because Auston Matthews scores. And we're like, ooh, that was nice. And then, you know, of course, Toronto gives up another chance on a power play, but Auston Matthews like, it's okay. And Mitch Marner fakes the slap shot and then freezes everyone. And Auston Matthews scores. Great slap shot goal. Past the glove, inside the post. And it's 2-0. And all our worries about the Leafs on the power play, because how is that a worry? Oh my God, I miss Morgan Rielly on the power play. Liljegren had a great game. I don't like him on the power play. It's just, oh no. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. I don't know who else would play there, but they're all a no. We got 3 more games of this, Dan. That's okay. That's okay, because Auston Matthews scores, and then it's 2-1, and we're all loving life. And then Liljegren, who I just said I don't like on the power play, he keeps it in where he smacks the puck out of the air. And then Auston Matthews is like, I'm not going to touch this. And Liljegren goes, okay, I'll touch it, and I'll pass it to you. And then Auston Matthews, toe drag release, Coach Chippy-esque, toe drag release, 3 goals in 7 minutes and 49 seconds, his 45th on the season. There was a graphic I saw, like Claude Giroux, his career goals is 345. Auston Matthews, 344. What? Auston Matthews is like 70-something goals away from the Leafs record, from surpassing Matt Sundin. What? This guy is unreal. Unreal. What? Oh, what a showstopper. And it just makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good. And it was 3-1. And it's looking good. They're cruising. They're getting some power plays. Everyone's trying to feed Austin for their 4th. Max Domi decides, I don't want to shoot. Mitch Marner goes, I got it right in the slot here. There is no one there. I'm going to try to pass. Oh, bumbled the puck. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll get it to Austin next time. And then whose next turn is it? And then Gregor punches Sanheim in the face and gets a roughing call. And then Philadelphia scores. Just after that, Toronto killed it off, but then it was Hathaway who scored and then like pushed McCabe out of the way. Don't worry, McCabe got him back. He ran at him. He ran at him hard. McCabe was pissed tonight. And you know what? If I was looking like, Scarface, I would too. Yeah. Anyway, I made it 3-2. And then Bertuzzi takes a tripping call. And then Konechny scores, and that makes it 3-3. Oh, by the way, Matthew Nyes didn't clear the puck after the penalty kill for the second goal, and Sheldon Keefe basically just said, like, you got to effing run through that guy. And I was like, hey, Mike Johnson said that too. I love Mike Johnson. TSN broadcasts are great. Mike Johnson is phenomenal. So good. And he's not too bad. Like, he pokes fun at himself, but he's kind of got that, like, that Kevin Bieksa-esque, but better. He just talks the game well. He brings in, like, his stats and stuff, but it's not like he's reading a script. It's just like free flow talking. It's really, really good. He's so good. But he said Nice has to run through him there. He tried to chip and go around, but instead just chip and go through. And he spouted that with more colorful language. So then it was 3-2, and then obviously 3-3 because Konechny scored. And then Konechny and Gio are jarring at it. I was like, wow. I remember last time they went at it, Gio freaking speared him to the ground. Konechny going after Matthews. And Matthews and Konechny were actually chirping as well this game. I kind of like this rivalry. This would be a fun series, wouldn't it? It'd be a great series, actually. Yeah. Anyway, so it's 3-3, and Konechny almost gets sent in on a breakaway again, but he's just offside, and we're all like, whew. Then we go into overtime, and it's Matthews, and it's Marner, and McCabe, and they don't really get anything going. So then Nylander comes out, Liljegren comes out, and then I forget who it was, went for a change for Philly, and Liljegren's like, I'm just going to skate straight with it. And he does, and the defender doesn't close the gap, so the forward has to go, well, I guess I'll chase Liljegren. And then he forgets, like, William Nylander's just behind him. William Nylander in the blind spot, boom, gets the puck, corrals it, fires it 5-hole, boom! I said boom way too much. Leafs win 4-3 in overtime. Oh, first period. Leafs looked like the Blues last game. Horrid. Second period. Leafs looked great. Flyers looked horrid. Third period. Leafs were like toying with their food. Mike Johnson said it was like the Leafs were playing like they had a 5-goal lead, but they only had a 2-goal lead. And then it was penalty, momentum swing, goal, another stupid penalty, and then the Flyers were back in, and the Flyers took it to the Leafs. So it was like the shots were like 19-9, and then the Leafs like gradually got to like 26 to like 22 for the Leafs. And then next thing you know, when Philadelphia ties it, it's like 34 to like 28 or something like that for Philly. And you're like, ooh, this wave of momentum, man. Doesn't matter. Leafs win. So we'll take it. We'll take it. No Morgan Riley. I'm sure everyone's still kind of sick. Leafs win. And like Bobby McMahon obviously went up to Auston Matthews and went like, hey, I got a hat trick last game. I think it's your time. Might as well do it. Especially after the first. He's probably like, can you score now? Come on, please. Let's go. You want 70 this year, right? And Matthews like, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess I'll do that. And thank you, Auston, for doing that. You are a stud. Oh, so this game, fun, like I just said. I'd love to see it as a playoff series. Frustrating, though. Oh, so frustrating, but that's the Leafs. After watching them play St. Louis, and you realize that St. Louis must have had way too much fun in Montreal. Mike Johnson said they might have stayed an extra night or two in Montreal, and Montreal can get the better of everyone, and we're not talking about the team. That is a fun city. So sure, St. Louis wasn't the best tonight. Philly was on, what, a 4-game win streak or something like that. They're a good team. They are 1 point up on the Leafs now. I think they were 2 points. They got 1 tonight. Toronto got 2. So 1 point. Yeah, quick math. Anyway, big win for the Leafs. Good point for Philly. I love seeing Philadelphia doing well. It was like, who's going to win Coach of the Year? Is it going to be Tortorella? Is it going to be Tocchet? They're battling for it, and it's fun. It's fun. But God, yeah, you realize you really miss Riley already, especially on that power play. I miss Yarncroke out there. He's so reliable. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. What did you think of the game? For me, by the way, I thought Lagesson, even though in his limited minutes, good out there. Robertson got to play with Matthews and Marner at the end there because Matthew Nyes was glued to the bench, as was Bertuzzi. You could obviously tell because of his penalty. And I don't think I saw Gregor out there again either. He might have been. Oh, he came out of the box and played and then went to the bench. I thought they played fine, but like Giordano, he's not an everyday player. I know they were talking about like Phil Kessel potentially signing with Vancouver, and he doesn't have to be an everyday player, even though he probably is an everyday NHLer. He doesn't have to be. Giordano, like, I love him. I do. But he's definitely not an everyday NHLer, and he doesn't have to be. You have Lagesson there. When Riley, well, obviously you are now, but like when Riley comes back, like, let Lagesson be in a little bit more. Don't wait a month to play him. Give Gio some rest. Let Lagesson play. He can do it. He can play well. And then, before we finish, Benoit absolutely laid out York, and I freaking loved it. And then he fought Delorier, who has the most fights in the NHL, and probably got pissed off because Reeves wasn't playing. So he's like, I'm going at Benoit. And I was like, good luck, Benoit. Great hit. But good luck in this one. And Benoit, you could tell, was just like, ah, crap. He's got me by the collar. I'm gonna take a beating here. And you know what? It's great to see because he took it. He took it. Delory had the penalty, and the 5-2 and a 10. What a great hit! Wow, I threw up some of the highlight stuff on my channel, so if you want to go watch those are on the shorts. But I'm sure they're all over X and all that now anyway. But everyone, take care. Enjoy this win. Yes! Go Leafs go.